We need to have a talk about the Summer I Turned Pretty series. Everyone's obsessed with this show right now, and although I don't really watch much scripted TV, I'm having FOMO and I want to dive in. But if there's something you need to know about me, it's that I won't watch a show based on a book until I've read the book first. I finally read this trilogy last week, and I absolutely hated it. I thought the first book was actually pretty cute. It took me a minute to get used to the style because I was expecting YA the way it's written now, but this is 2009 YA, and it's written almost more like middle grade is written now. It felt very juvenile, the prose was very choppy, but the vibes were fantastic. As a person who spent the summers at the beach herself, I found this book incredibly nostalgic. It was bringing up a lot of my own summer memories. I love how it captured that element of being a kid who grew up in this really special environment, but I was having a hard time buying the love triangle. Mostly because both of the Fisher boys are the worst. I tried to give them the benefit of the doubt because they're really young in this book, so when I finished it, I moved right on to the next to see if I could figure out what I was missing. I definitely liked It's Not Summer Without You a little bit better. I was not expecting it to be as sad as it was, but at this point I was already used to the choppy writing style, although as they got older, it was weird to be reading about it in this middle grade style. I finally got to see the emotional dynamic between Belly and the Fisher boys get a little bit deeper, but I still hated them both. Both of these boys are teenage assholes, and they low-key treated Belly like shit. At the end of this book, I think I was feeling like I was leaning more Team Jeremiah, but I also really understood that Conrad was going through trauma and he did not know how to handle it, so I figured the third book would clear it all up for me. And We'll Always Have Summer was, in my opinion, the worst of the bunch. First of all, I could not suspend my disbelief about a 19-year-old getting married. I'm really glad that the parents didn't jump on board with it because I would have just thrown the book across the room if they had. But I will never be okay with a cheating plot in a book being resolved by an engagement. And I understand that by the end of this, I was supposed to be Team Conrad, but Conrad bothered me in this book too. If I'm being honest, by the end of this book, I was Team Belly. I was Team Belly getting out of the Fisher's orbit and going to see a wider world and meeting other people and maybe falling in love with someone who's a little bit better for her. But the worst part about this book was the ending. After all of this buildup and all of this will they won't they with her and Conrad, we don't actually get to see their relationship take place at all. Just knowing that they end up together isn't enough for me. I found this incredibly unsatisfying, and when I finished it, I was so angry I wanted to tear my hair out. I spent 3 full days reading these books, so I am still gonna give the series a try because I've heard it's better, but I am truly not understanding the hype. I don't like any of these characters enough to want to watch them for 3 seasons, so if y'all can explain to me what you like about these books, I would love to know.